friends Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. Jets win the toss. They defer. We'll see the Patriots with the ball first. So much pressure, though, this week around this Jets team after losing the opener and now their second straight home game. Phil, what's up?
Well, I think it's the same thing. Every year, week 2, we have this conversation. When you lose the first, you go, are we ever going to win? And we feel like we're 0-10. I think that's the way the New York Jets feel. I think they feel the sense of urgency. It should be exciting.
Again, the Jets won the toss. They want to kick the football away, and Nick Falk puts it on the tee. And there's Tate, who ran one back last week, the second half kickoff return for the touchdown for the Patriots. You talk about 0-1 feels like 0-10. That's what Mark Sanchez told us this week in our meetings with New York. And Falk sends it deep. He has not had a touchback in some 25 games. This one's being run out from 3 yards deep, and Tate has a little room on that right side and bounces out to the 28. And here we go with the Patriots beginning in a spread. 5 wides. And Brady. A little change at the line. That gives it to Welker, who destroyed New York in their second matchup last year. It's an 11-yard gain chased out by Bart Scott. He had 15 catches in that game against the Jets. Want to welcome many of you just now joining us. We're one snap into this one. Patriots picking up 11 yards on the first play of the game. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here at the new Meadowlands Stadium. From under center, Brady hands it off to Fred Taylor. There is a flag down as he gallops past Leonard and takes it all the way down to the New York 22, but we'll check the flag. He broke away from Dwight Lowry for 39 yards.
It looked like illegal formation. The Patriots.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 19 covered up the tight end. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Ed Hockley and his crew here.
Here's what happens, Jim. On the outside, here's the tight end all the way to the outside. The receiver covers the tight end. You can't do that. And Brandon Tate, the young receiver, makes the mistake.
Bill Belichick's team beating up on Cincinnati last week, up 31-3 at one time. Went on to win by 14. That is Edelman in the backfield behind Brady on 1st and 15. Edelman, who was inactive last week with a foot injury, and now sidesteps out of the backfield. Brady fires it and has the target, the rookie tight end Rob Gronkowski, for a gain of 14. I'd like to welcome many more of you just joining us. A minute and 20 seconds into this one. Jets, Patriots. Jets won the coin toss, elected to kick the football to New England, and Tom Brady's completed a couple of throws, one to Welker, one to Gronkowski, and he has a 2nd and 1 near midfield. And that's Taylor moving it to the Jets side of the field and a first. Tom Brady, his team last week, one of only 2 teams to score an opening drive touchdown last week. He directed them right down the field against the Bengals. The Saints were the other team with an opening drive touchdown week 1. Here's the line. Check out that right side. It's Vollmer starting again as Kazir is inactive with a back injury. And what will Moss do today against Revis? Revis is on Welker over here, at the bottom of your screen, and now Welker coming around. They fake the end around and they're airing it out for Moss in the end zone. Incomplete. That was Leonard down there on the coverage. The safety sliding over, and he was right on the back of the line, was Moss.
Well, Randy Moss goes down the middle of the field. Look, why would you think he's open? At any time, you can't say he's wide open. He bobbles the football. But Tom Brady, defensive backs underestimate Randy Moss' speed. It just keeps getting, he gets faster and faster as he goes down the field and runs by, that time, Eric Smith and Darrelle Revis.
Revis with a hamstring injury suffered in practice on Wednesday. Got outrun on that one. Let's Falk for maybe a yard to the 45. Wilson comes up, the rookie from Boise State, to make the hit. Here's the Jets defense that gave up only 49 yards rushing to the Ravens last week on 35 carries. Sione up top in the nose with Jenkins out for the season. Taylor in his second game in the Jet uniform. He looked strong last week. And Revis, who put the clamps on Moss in the 2 games last year, will be watching that matchup today. It's a 3rd and 9. Wilson is on Moss on this occasion. Here comes the blitz. Open is Falk. Almost stumbles. Slices inside the 40 and about a yard short of the first. 4th and 1. What will they do?
Here's what happens. Here comes the blitz from this side. Watch Kevin Falk hit him and then release. That is an excellent way to deal with blitzes. Rocket, who's got him in coverage? Nobody. Kevin Falk sees where the first down is and gets that tough extra yard or 2 to get him in this 4th down and go for it territory. Yeah, they're going to bypass a 55-yard field goal try. They bring in added enforcement with Mark LaVore and Ryan Wendell on the line, and it's Taylor with the first down. Needed 1, got 2. Well done. The pacing of the game. Tom Brady talked to us about that this week, and you've got to change it up with personnel, formations, and most importantly, snap counts. He got underneath the center. They went quick. There's an offensive lineman, Dan Connolly, leading the way. Knowing the situation, look to get the first down. Don't look to make a big play. They go back to the gun on a first down at the Jets 35. Brady barking signals and sends Taylor wide to the left. Got 3 tight ends in the game for New England. Spread them out. You know it's no blitz. Underneath they go. And that's Aaron Hernandez, the rookie tight end out of Florida, who had a big gainer last week on their opening drive. How about a little philosophy here? Well, I think we've already seen it in this game. Randy Moss to the outside. In this play, you think going across the field. Look how far away the safety is. It doesn't matter. He keeps running. Tom Brady throws it as far as he can, and they just missed that hookup, just like the one we saw here today. Moss with Revis on him at the top of your screen. 2nd and 1. Stay on the ground and diving for another first is Taylor. I'll tell you what it does. We look at Rex Ryan trying to change his game plan here today. But when you send Randy Moss deep, it makes defensive backs nervous. It is true, the old cliche, it opens things up as you go along farther in the game. I don't think NFL teams throw it down the field enough. Everybody's too worried. You got to get the first down, get another completion. You need big plays. Patriots at least try it. First down from the 23. And that's Taylor, bounced back right away. Landed to Sione. For a gain of only 2. The other thing, if you're watching this game today, first down, the Patriots, Tom Brady in the shotgun, spreading the field. When you only see 4 guys at the line of scrimmage, the defensive lineman, Brady must just go, oh, this is automatic. It's not a question if he's going to complete it. It's to who. Because there's so much space, especially in front of him. We've seen it both times. A wide receiver or a tight end against the linebacker, easy for the Patriots. He's got 4 completions so far to 4 different receivers. This is the 11th play of the opening drive. Rolling out for some time. And batted down by Bart Scott. Bart Scott makes the play. Really well done by the Jets defense. This is a little different. They must be sitting over there going, hey, we haven't done this in a long time. Just 3 guys rushing, everybody else in coverage. Stephen Neal has been replaced at right guard. Ryan Wendell moves in there. Neal, it's like a little hand injury, so a 3rd down situation for New England, holding the football for almost 6.5 minutes. Here come the Jets on the blitz. Wilson coming after Brady, who ducks. Never had a knee down. He finds Welker, slicing down to the 14. And that's about another yard shy of the first. Brady just ducked under the oncoming Kyle Wilson. Oh, I'd get a measurement, look at this before I decide what to do. The blitz is coming from Brady's left. This is what you do. Move to your, oh, that is some job. Looks like one of the plays he made in preseason where he fell down, got up, and made a tremendous throw down the left sideline. But he moved away from the blitz to give himself time to make that move.
They're going to go with Gostowski here, Phil. 1 of 3 last week. Missed 2 field goals. Most he's ever missed in a game. 32-yard attempt here. They were 2 long ones, though. And whistles.
Delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Gostowski will have to reboot it.
I always look at this when they make the first one. I go, wow, do you start going, oh my gosh, I made it. Can I do it 2 in a row? It's like you playing golf. You make a 6-footer for par and somebody goes, no, you know, Jim, that didn't count. And you got to do it again.
I don't play with those people the second time.
Okay.
No, that's it. Would be it for me. Let's make it 37 yards for Gostowski. Mesko on the hold. Ingram snaps it back. And you're right, Phil. This time the kick is wide. It took them about half the time in the first quarter, the Patriots, but they come away empty. It's only the second time in Gostowski's career he's missed 3 straight field goal tries. He received a big contract extension in the offseason. Had a big career, but off the mark on this occasion from 37. Here's the first snap for the Jets. From the 27. Little play action. Sanchez going down the middle, and it's almost intercepted. That might be a pick. I thought it hit the ground first. That's Chung who has it. He's down at the 38. It went off the fingertips of Dustin Keller. Well, they had in the first 58 minutes against Baltimore, only 2 times did they throw on first down. They come out firing here. This one might be worth another look. Got a break in the action. I think it hit the ground. Yep, we'll be right back. Jim Nance, Phil Simms back here, and this play is being reviewed. Rex Ryan throwing out the challenge flag, the Chung interception, and it definitely appears that the ball hit the ground off the deflection.
Yeah, now you see him writing the time that elapsed after the interception, so they'll take the play clock back to that spot. But Chung, you can tell the football does hit the ground. He does not get his arms underneath it. And I think what happened in the play is that Mark Sanchez wanted to throw it short to get going. An easy throw to start the game. Patriots took it away, made him go deep.
Rex didn't just throw the flag. Threw it, dropped it, and then kicked it. Chung, by the way, getting the start for Merriweather today. Again, the Jets throwing on first down, which was a rarity on Monday night.
Pass hit the ground before the defender caught the ball. Therefore, the ruling is incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10 on the 27-yard line. Reset the clock to 7:23. 7:23 on the clock. No timeouts are charged.
Well, we're going to blow it up a little bit. There it is. The arms are apart by Patrick Chung. I think it's a pretty good shot. The football did hit the ground. And Mark Sanchez a little high with the throw because the timing was thrown off. And it was thrown off because the coverage should dictate that you look down the field, then go short. But since he did the opposite, looking short, then going long, it made it a tougher throw.
2nd down and 10 from the 27 with Sean Green lined up behind the quarterback. Green on the handle. Off left tackle, he's out to the 32, picks up 5. Sanchez last week directing this offense. Only 21 minutes on the field against Baltimore. 44 plays, all NFL lows week 1. They had 6 first downs, their fewest in a game. 519 games back to a game against Cincinnati in 76. Mangold, the anchor of that line. And Green, just saw him carry it there. Had a poor performance Monday night, including a fumble, but Tomlinson's in on his 3rd down play. 3rd and 5. Pocket protected, and ball dropped. Tomlinson had a play on it. Mayo may have stripped it.
Patriots so much better at covering short passes now, and I think the main reason is they just got more speed on the field. The new defensive backs, the linebackers, everything about them. Bill Belichick told us, and he told us last week and again this week, Jim, young guys, more speed, more energy, and he thinks it's really changed his football team.
Rutherford, big hang time specialist, had the most fair catches forced last year in the league. Julian Edelman waiting back there for the punt. And it's a deep one to the 10. Edelman sidesteps the hit. Gets away from Brad Smith for a moment, and they'll begin this next drive from the 25. That was a 58-yard boomer. 15-yard return. Scoreless first quarter. Patriots, Jets. 3 and out for the Jets. And now New England, which had the football for almost 7 minutes the first time, will begin here from the 25. Revis on Moss. And a handoff to Falk. How about that Jets defensive front without Chris Jenkins?
Well, it's Chris Jenkins they'll miss, Jim, but let's look at Darrelle Revis during pregame. He really took it easy. I watched him as much of it as I could. Never really went full speed. And look at that little patch, lower left leg. It's down there, and if that's where it's hurt, we've never really told where the hamstring injury was. I don't know. I never had one, but I've always been told the lower the injury, the better for guys who run fast.
Did not miss a snap against the Ravens just days after signing. The injury occurred 2 days after that game on a Wednesday practice. Brady throwing, and Moss could have made that grab and had the position on Revis.
Well, that is well played by Darrelle Revis. And it was a good route by the Patriots because Darrelle Revis knows he has a deep safety in the middle. He's going to allow Randy Moss to get inside like that. And you're right, Randy Moss has got to make that catch. Good job by Tom Brady looking off the underneath coverage to make sure nobody was underneath that throw.
Jets now trying to force a 3 and out.
And look at his defense. Everybody standing up.
Third and 8. Nice cut by Hernandez. Splits the defenders. He has a first down. Boy, that rookie can run. Tight end taken in the 4th round out of Florida. He escaped Antonio Cromartie, and Hernandez goes for 18.
I tell you, we talked about it last week. You look at Hernandez and you think, you sure he's not a wide receiver? But another good stutter route underneath. The Patriots are awesome at that. And that's the 3rd time I've seen it this game by 3 different receivers. Falk, Hernandez, and Wes Welker all have run the same route for completion.
Then Jarvis Green Ellis in the game, and right away they give it to him. Takes it to the 50.
Well, let me just talk a little bit about the Jets defense. They are absolutely playing differently today than they did Monday night.
What do you see?
They're sitting back more. They're playing it safe because this is Tom Brady and Randy Moss and Wes Welker. They just don't want to see the ball lob down the field like they did this past Monday night. And so when you play this type of defense, it invites the other team to run the football. The Jets say, good, let them run. That means Tom Brady's not throwing it.
Moss is not in the game on 2nd down and 5. Oh boy, the Jets spread that one out. Close it in quickly. Vernon Golston making a play for a loss of 4.
Well, the Jets, they just look at it. Everybody kind of standing around, walking around. They wait till the last second to try to line up because Rex Ryan said, you stand up there too long, Tom Brady's going to change the play. You lose it mentally, and they know physically he'll make the throw.
Moss returns. They got Wilson on him in the slot. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up. Brady's got the time. Pass too high for Welker. It's be a flag on Smith.
It's a good call. He went high with the forearms to the head.
And Welker's hurt. On the blow to the head delivered by Eric Smith.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 33. Hit to the head of a defenseless receiver. 15-yard penalty, and automatic first down.
Let's see if our first thought is right. The throw is high. Absolutely. Right forearm to the head of the receiver. And the new rule, it's more this year than ever. This was in last year too. But if you're going to make that hit, you've got to go lower. You got to put your helmet below the shoulder pad level and your forearms, and then make the hit.
Of course, he leveled. Eric Smith leveled Anquan Bolden in the last game.
That's big. The Jets, it's about getting 3rd and long against this Patriots defense so you can blitz and show them something different. Now you give them 3 more plays.
And first down, Green Ellis into a pile at the 35. The Jets, the most penalized team in the league week 1. They were flagged 14 times, though they didn't say after looking at the film they felt they merited anywhere close to that many.
Well, you know what? I hate to say it. I agree with them. And not that I don't want to side with the Jets, but I just thought when you start throwing the ball down the field and it gets to be a pushing and shoving, it's such a judgment call. And there comes a point in the game, I think sometimes you got to let them have some, both sides be a little physical.
The big penalty on Eric Smith sets up a 2nd down and 7. And that's ball down to 31.
You know, Jim, a couple of things. The Baltimore Ravens had all offseason to look at the Jets when they played this past Monday night. Everybody studied their blitzes during the offseason. So the Ravens just made up their mind. Let them blitz. Joe Flacco will drop back and we'll lob it deep down the field, and let's see what happens. I think Bill Cowher said it well on the pregame show. Receivers stop the interception. You get a catch or pass interference or an incompletion. Those sound like good odds for the offense.
3rd and short. Cross. It's going to be enough for the first.
Watch this. Randy Moss outside, going to just a little quick hook, getting the first down. Darrelle Revis has to stay off. You don't want to get up there and try to stop a 2-yard route and give up a long touchdown. And Tom Brady, I think he put about everything he had in that throw, and Randy Moss, good job of catching it. It's another illegal formation by the Patriots. The receiver is not on the line.
You're looking at tape. There is no flag as Green Ellis takes it to the 20. He's lined up too far off the line of scrimmage.
Without question. You know, let's see. If you're going to call it once, call it again. He was on the line of scrimmage when he shouldn't have been. That time he was supposed to be on it. He was way off. He was a good 1.5 to 2 yards back. But he got away with it.
Driving it for the 2nd possession. Near the Jets 20 and a 2nd down and 3. Green Ellis plows ahead, has another first.
Green Ellis on the carry.
Now the New England Patriots traded Lawrence Maroney, their 1st-round draft pick a few years ago, and I think the biggest reason why, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. Played so hard in the preseason, just keeps getting better. Of course, he's a very good special teams player, but he shows when he gets in that lineup, no hesitation, sees it, hits it, and gets that extra tough yard. And that's what it's for, this New England offense.
Here he's hit right at the handoff exchange by Mike DeVito. The youngest back that the Patriots have suffers a loss of 2.
Mike DeVito, number 70 inside. Him and Sione Bouha really played well last week, and they're off to a pretty good start this week too.
And that's going to end the first quarter, Phil. Jets had 3 snaps. New England 23 plays.
What's the score?
0-0.
Oh, there we go.
We're going to start the 2nd quarter. Welker was on the field. Now he's coming back out. And for a moment, Eric Smith came over and actually said something to him. Of course, it was the Smith penalty that extended this drive, the unnecessary roughness call. New England with 104 yards in that first quarter versus only 5 for the Jets.
Tell you what, too, Jim. Wes Welker coming off. That just shows you how many players the Patriots have faith in. They bring in Julian Edelman to take his place.
They give it to Edelman here. Edelman comes down at the 13. Look at Eric Smith walks over to the huddle to say something to Wes Welker. Welker flattened by Eric Smith. I mentioned Smith. Well, Brady gives him a little look, though, doesn't he? Smith had that incident with Anquan Boldin when Boldin was a Cardinal 2 years ago, leveled him and was suspended a game. Injured Boldin. Boldin was out for a couple. Timeout called by New England. 3rd and 6 when we come back. Thickening clouds. It's in the 70s. Virtually no breeze at all. 3rd down 6. New England. Failed to score once inside the red zone.
Jets changed their defense.
Need to get to the 7 for a first. Brady unloads, and it's Hernandez with another catch. That was a tough grab, and he's got enough for the first.
I think you said it right. Tough catch. But not only that, he goes forward once he catches it. And again, Tom Brady, of course, they know he sees the blitz is coming from his right, and just that little drift to the left gives him that extra little space, and a beautiful throw under pressure right on target.
Brady excited last week when he talked about his collection of tight ends this year. The 2 rookies, Gronkowski and Hernandez.
Well, it's
plus
not only,
Crumpler.
Yeah, he was. And I'll tell you, they know how to use him. That's the important thing.
1st and goal. Green Ellis backed up. Maybe a yard. It's pretty congested over there, and Jason Taylor ensured that. He was going to go for a little gain.
You know, Jim, a lot of teams, they might have a good tight end or two, but it takes... it's not that easy. You got to find ways to get them the football, to get them the right matchups. I think over the years, we saw it years ago with Charlie Weiss when he was up there. They got away from it, went to the so-called spread offense. Now they have a very good mixture of both.
2nd and goal from the 6. 15th play of the drive. Brady guns, and it's Welker in the end for the touchdown. A drive that was extended when Welker was laid out, and at the end, he gets 6.
It took him a lot of plays, but those extra 3 lead to a score. And Tom Brady to the outside, one-on-one. That's where he wanted to go. The Jets were playing the inside receivers, doubling them, and not many teams throw these quick outs near the goal line. You know why? Because they're afraid.
Well, he had all kinds of separation on Cromartie, didn't he?
Well, I'm sure Cromartie wasn't expecting that kind of route. It takes precision, good timing, and it's easy to do when you have a strong-arm quarterback, too.
Welker, who destroyed him in the game up at Gillette last November with 15 catches in the game, scores the touchdown at the end of a 15-play drive that lasted over 8 minutes long. Patriots strike first, 7-0. 2 possessions and 2 long drives for New England. Missed a field goal the first time they had it. This one ends with a touchdown pass to Welker. Brad Smith waiting for the kick. Gostowski flies to about the 8. Never able to get a gallop. Smith brought down by several Patriots. Will mark it at the 22. Sanchez barely seen any action so far. Down 7. All right, here we go with the Jets at the 23. Hiking the football for only the 4th time of the game. And that's Tomlinson off the right side for about 2 yards. What happened on the touchdown
Well, it's kind of what I said, Jim. Let's look at it. Wes Welker is down and tight, so it gives him more room here. Cromartie has good technique, but all the defenders are in here trying to stop the inside guys. And just the crispness, the quick route, and Tom Brady knew before that ball was snapped, he must have been going, well, this is going to be a touchdown. And he threw the ball right on the money.
Second straight carry by LT, and it's out to the 28. Third down coming up. They're getting restless here. And it's a 3rd and 6 here. Thank you, JB. Redskins trying to get off to that hot start after the win against Dallas. Sanchez throws on the mark. They got the first down at the 40. Braylon Edwards, they wanted to get him in the game early. They never even threw to him on Monday night until the last series of the game.
Well, shoot, I'll tell you, before the football was snapped, I was even uptight thinking about, well, you're talking about putting Sanchez in this offense in a tough situation. 3rd and long after 2 runs, especially after what you went through on Monday night. But first downs, it makes everybody feel better, of course. It makes it easier for Brian Schottenheimer to call plays. And now you have a chance to get in rhythm.
7th first down of the season. It's play action. Sanchez, no chance. Barreling through there was Gerard Warren. And a loss of 10.
I didn't see where he came from, what side. It looked like from the offense's right. And Gerard Warren, he just plowed through there. I was looking down the field, didn't see anybody open immediately.
Pretty much right up the middle.
Yeah, he comes from the middle to the left side. What a good job. Gets by the Brickashaw Ferguson. So many changes on this Patriots defense. And some of it up front. Gerard Warren switching sides today.
The 2nd down and 20. David Clowney, just re-signed this week, is on the field as Sanchez has Keller at the 40, who stumbles then after the catch out to the 43. Another update. James Brown, over to you. So just trying to rebound after that opening loss to the Chiefs Monday night. 3rd down again for New York. Tomlinson in the game, flanking the quarterback.
Let's see if the Patriots give the Jets a little dose of their own medicine here. Walking around and watching storm the fort. Here they come.
After they get to midfield for the first, they have it. Good grab. It's Edwards who snags it at the New England 47. He had his man beat there, Darius Butler, for 11.
But if there's an offense that should pick up blitzes better than anybody else, look at everybody walking around, and they're finally going to end up coming from this side. There they come. Good job by the Jets. The Jets, they see this every day during the offseason, during training camp. And as Mark Sanchez said, well, we're used to seeing a lot of blitzes. Good job of handling it that time.
It's Richardson and Tomlinson in the backfield. We have not seen Sean Green on this series. Quick toss. Patriots. Is there a late hit? Here come the flags.
I think that's the first time I've heard the crowd here today.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 95. Late hit, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Toby Banta-Kane gives the Jets an added 15.
And he comes out of the game because of that too. Definitely out of bounds. Oh boy, play is over. There's so many things stressed in the NFL. Look, I know you make mistakes. Not even going to get into that, but about where to hit, being careful, player safety.
Oh, Brad Smith's a quarterback here, Phil.
Well, this formation worked pretty well on Monday night.
Tomlinson behind him, going to run the option. No, they're going to go in the round. Patru cuts his losses and goes up the middle to the 25. He saw the edges were sealed. That's Cunningham who shut it down. This fall, don't miss the Big Bang's big move to Thursday. A new night, new time, same theory. The Big Bang Theory. Thursdays this fall on America's #1 network.
There's Brian Schottenheimer. We're going to see him on the sidelines. How about him last week? He goes, I over-managed the chains. In other words, trying to be a little too careful about situations to put his offense in. The idea is to do the opposite of what they expect you to do.
2nd down and 7. Pump fake. Sanchez flips it. Tomlinson has it. Open field at the 20 and has the first down at the 17.
Really excellent job by Mark Sanchez. Once again, the pressure is pushed back into him, which is a terrible thing for a quarterback. Vince Wilfork gets off the blocks, but Sanchez is athletic and getting out of the way and making his flip.
Got away from Wilfork right here.
Yep, and making that flip just keeps the drive going.
Picks up 10 and a first down. Goes low into the pile at the 15 for 2.
Yeah, you know, just listening this week, and I fall in this trap too. I watched the game Monday night. Didn't go well for the Jets offense. I read the papers. I listen to the radio, and I just go, wow, they are killing the Jets and Mark Sanchez and everything. So I go there to practice. We watch some of the film. We see the game. You watch him practice, and you talk to him, and it changes really how you feel. You don't get the sense that he feels the pressure, that he's worried about, that this game we got to win at the end of the season. Very relaxed and very confident.
Here's the cross, scooped up by Tomlinson, and he's tackled at the 10. It's a tough catch. Got away from Ninkovich for a moment, and it gains 5.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez is going. Thank you, LaDainian. Watch the catch. Here's what I noticed about LaDainian here with the Jets that I didn't see as much of in San Diego. It is all out every play. Shoot, top, catch. Then he looks for the extra yard, takes the punishment, something he might not have done in San Diego.
He stayed balanced somehow. Sanchez talking about how inspired the play of Tomlinson has been. Sanchez has hit his last 6 throws. He has 3rd and 3. Going to the end zone, looking for Edwards, and does he hold on? Yes! Touchdown, New York! Great grab by Braylon Edwards, and the Jets have their first touchdown of the season.
Well, we lost it in the corner. I saw the flag come up. Could be taunting. But that's play calling, doing something different. Not just trying to get the first down, going for the touchdown. Excellent throw by Mark Sanchez. He threw it on a line instead of throwing it out there real soft where the defensive back can make a play.
After the touchdown, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting by the offense, number 17. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. The touchdown counts.
So Edwards gives them 6, but will cost them 15 yards.
Yeah, he does it at the defender. That's Darius Butler, and anytime you make gestures or talk to the defender after you've made a play, that's taunting.
What about the tape that they show everybody during the preseason? Don't these guys understand? I mean, unless you weren't in attendance, you know you can't do that.
A big play, too. 15 yards on the kickoff.
Well, the Jets answer back to the New England touchdown drive. They go 12 plays, 77 yards in almost 7 minutes. Edwards had 3 catches on that series.
Mark Sanchez made some plays in that drive, very sharp with his throws. Getting out of the pocket. How about that? Whew. Now we can all take a breath.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if he's the guy yet, but hey, he's got a lot of talent. Give him a chance. He'll get it done.
They have to kick it from the 15 because of the Edwards celebration. And that's Tate to the 34. And that's where the New England offense will have it for the 3rd time in this game. 7-7. 7-7, second quarter.
Well, let's see if the Jets change their defensive style. It was sit back and kind of react. That's not what they're good at. They're better when they just attack. And here it comes.
Welker on the heads. Driving straight ahead to the 43. Good for 8.
Well, when you're the other corner, Antonio Cromartie, number 31, that's what he is now, the other corner, because he's opposite it, Darrelle Revis. And I guarantee you, in 2 weeks, he's going, oh boy, I didn't see this much action out in San Diego, because in San Diego, he was the guy. They threw away from him. So he's going to have to get used to it, because it's a rough start of the season for him so far.
Brady throwing again. That was in the direction of Moss. Kyle Wilson was on that coverage.
Jets with pressure again.
Here's Robert Kraft, Patriots owner, entertaining Leslie Mundis, wife Julie Chen. Moss is out here on this third down snap. The 3rd and 2. And that's Welker bobbled it for a moment. They say incomplete.
Wes Welker saying he caught it. Couldn't tell from here, but when he says he caught it, I like believe him. He bobbles it.
Well, you better be sure before you convince your sideline to maybe lose a timeout on the field.
I think he'd lose it. It was ruled incomplete on the field. That was, but I'll say this. That was a clever play the Patriots ran there on 3rd and 2. They had him wide open and Algie Crumpler going deep wide open. Jets very fortunate.
Zoltan Mesko punted only once last week. The rookie they drafted out of Michigan. Beautiful. Boy, did that have hang time. Leonard, fair catch signal. And there was contact at the 6, and there's the flag. Kyle Arrington brushed him enough.
Everybody's going to say, well, that wasn't much contact. Okay, where do you draw the line? When is it too much contact? He runs into him. He interferes with the catch. Now the question is, was he blocked into it?
Comes after a 52-yard punt. Could have had the Jets pinned down around the 5.
Beautiful punt.
Personal foul. Contact with the maker of a fair catch by the kicking team. That's a 15-yard penalty. The Jets keep the ball, first down.
And they get out of a hole. Can they drive it again like they did before? 7-7. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go first half. Well, the Jets, through the first 5 quarters of the season, produced 6 first downs. And they got 5 on their last drive alone that ended in a touchdown pass from Sanchez to Edwards.
Rex Ryan said last week, I kind of thought we might be bad because we were awful in practice. We couldn't complete passes. This week, he said we were sharp. I expect us to play well. You mean practice? Here it comes.
Play like a practice, huh? That's Sean Green, who gets this series after Tomlinson took it the last time. Goes for 4. Sanchez 7-7 that last drive. Yeah, 3 times to Edwards.
That's right. And you know, it's the play. He hit all the throws. A nice perfect placement, back shoulder line drive to Braylon Edwards. Sideline throws. And I think you, as I've said, and I've never wavered in this, his talent, in my eyes, is unquestionable. He can make all the throws. He plays taller than 6'1" or 6'2", whatever you put him at, because he throws over the top. And he's got tremendous feet.
There's Green staying on his feet near the first down. In fact, he'll have it.
There you go. What did Big Rex say about Sean Green?
He's a tank. Got to gas him up and let him go.
Let's put some gas in the big fella.
That's what we feel about you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Get out of my way. But Sean Green, how about this? You know, they always say, my man Chris Spielman, I listen to him a lot when I get a chance on Saturday, low man wins in football. And Sean Green runs low, he is big, and he takes it to the defenders.
You set it down, 32, play action. Bouncing off the hit, Sanchez now tucks it under, slides for 3. Wow. Banta Kane had the pressure on him.
I tell you, that's the one thing so far in this first half. The Jets' offensive line, well, that's Ben Hartsock, the tight end. Always tough for tight ends to block, I think, anybody. I don't care how good you are. These linebackers, defensive ends, against the guy that doesn't make his living pass blocking, they're going to get around him. Banta Kane went around Hartsock that time.
2nd and 7 in a fast-moving first half.
Is it ever?
got another first down. Sean Green running hard. Goes for 9.
I think you're seeing why the Jets thought, and Brian Schottenheimer, Mark Sanchez, all of them had a little confidence. Once they got going, they knew there'd be some easy throws. In other words, just like that one. Just a nice, easy completion, make everybody feel good, get 6 or 7 yards, and keep it moving until we get a chance to take the shot down the field.
Run it on first down this time. Linkovich. Hold of Sean Green. Well, what did you think of Green being handed the job going into the season after they let Thomas Jones go to Kansas City?
Didn't bother me. Listen, all moves are made for a lot of reasons. Of course, in an NFL teams, Jim, a lot of times it's about money. And so it was a little bit about money, but also they knew they were going to try to make that move for LaDainian Tomlinson. Sean Green, I think when it's all said and done, if he stays healthy, he's going to have a big year.
Had over 300 yards in the postseason and a couple of touchdowns. Close out his rookie year in a strong fashion. 2nd and 8 as we approach the 2-minute warning. And a sack for the second time, turned in by New England. That's Bant to Kane getting to him down low. Loss of 4. 1:58 to go, second quarter. Sprint halftime report coming up here. 3rd down play for the Jets. 3rd and 12. Need to get it to the New England 47. Go run. They take the quick toss. They go inside with Tomlinson. And that was not something that the fans here like too much.
I don't blame them.
Timeout New England. Timeout Pats. Patriots drop back Kevin Falk. They'll have 1 timeout to play with. And Brady bouncing around, ready to give it a shot here in the last 2 minutes. Rutherford had 4 punts inside the 20 last week. Oh, this is a great one. Jets got to cover it though. Oh, they didn't get there in time. Drew Coleman standing right on the goal line. So it's going to be a touchback. They picked up the flag. There had been a flag drop. It'll be a touchback. They could have had him pinned at the 1.
Well, let's see.
That's Cole.
Oh, it does hit the line. I was going to say he did establish himself, Drew Coleman, back in the field of play after being in the end zone.
In the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, Marquise Cole was down there too. So it nets only 35 after a great effort by Rutherford doing all he had to do.
Well, that changes everything, of course. Now the Patriots are thinking of scoring where before they would just try to get out of the first half without giving the football back to the Jets.
Changes the whole way the Patriots may look at this last 141.
Yeah, the Jets have decided to go back to being a little more aggressive. They are definitely lining up and coming after Tom Brady more.
Oh, he was looking at Moss all the way, and it was in there. Revis might have put a hand in to take it away.
It's Darrelle Revis is just so fast in small spaces. That's what really catches my eye when I'm watching him. He can be at a dead standstill and just boom, make that move and be right with the wide receiver. That's a tough route to cover. You're supposed to give that one up.
Moss with 1 catch for 4 yards. And 2nd down and 10. Brady to time. Goes off his back foot. And he was looking for Falk.
How about what Darrelle Revis, we talked to him on Friday. I said, come on. Are you a little surprised about how well you played Monday night? And
he was.
He goes, yes.
He thought they would try to go after him a little bit more on Monday night.
And this time, Randy Moss thinks that he knows it's kind of to the other side, trying to run a delay route underneath.
With 1:31 to go. That's Hernandez getting away from 2 Jets. Cutting back middle. He's got open field. Gets past Cromartie. Boy, can this kid make some cuts. for a tight end. That's 46 yards. He had one for that exact distance last week.
Well, you hear me say this every once in a while. You think arm strength's not important in the NFL? That was as tight as it can get. Tom Brady rips it in there, and the Jet defenders overplaying. Play the field. Play the clock.
Well, they get to the line quickly, don't they? Brady goes for the big ball to Moss. He reels it in with one hand right over Revis. Beat him this time. Boy, they got to that line really fast. I think the Jets were even caught off guard.
That's part of their strategy. We said it early. It's the pace of the game. Keep changing it up. What a throw. And I don't even have to say what a catch. Revis, where's the deep safety?
Moss knew he had him, too. He put that hand up early, didn't he? Look at that snag.
Oh, my gosh.
How big was the touchback, too? The misplay down at the 1 on the punt coverage. Look at the Moss.
Well, to me, the big play was the third down play where the Jets had Hernandez. Two guys around him, and they don't make the tackle.
Of course, Moss has so many highlights in his career, and this is another big one. Coming up, Sprint halftime report. Moss with his 150th career touchdown. Just the 4th player all time to reach that number 150. Number 3 is in this game as well.
Well, Randy Moss said he was driven all offseason by a comment Darrelle Revis made about him. A word association game. They said what Randy Moss was said to Darrelle Revis, and he says, what comes to your mind first? He said, slouch.
Well, look at Revis being stretched out. That certainly opened some wounds, didn't it? Grant Smith is going to down it. You know, the Jets did not allow a touchdown in the last 2 minutes of the first half all of last season. The only team in the league not to give one up. So they weren't quite ready.
They weren't. And look at this. Snapping the football. Everybody, the safety in the middle, Jim Leonard, no, it was Eric Smith, came running up on the tight end. It looked like there was supposed to be a deep safety.
Watch how quick Revis goes to the hamstring after the catch. Watch this. Watch Revis.
Oh, that
he tweaks it right here.
Yep.
Well, he's reaching for it. You'll see it.
I think it was something worth watching all day long. And we're chasing Randy Moss deep down the field. That'll tax it.
Jets have 3 timeouts to play with. A little less than a minute to go. That's behind Clowney.
And I'll tell you, we'll say it one more time, Jim. The Patriots, they try it. Now, we've seen it twice already this game, right? One deep in the back of the end zone that was almost caught, that was bobbled. And here's another deep one. There's Darrelle Revis. Well, that was a bad step on the right foot than the left. So
it's that left hamstring that was the issue, and getting treatment may have inflamed that situation. 2nd and 10. There's a catch. That's Keller. Goes for 12 and a timeout, New York. 41 seconds. This is what I was talking about a minute ago. All of last season, Jets did not give up a touchdown in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and now they've done it each of the first 2 games, 2010. They had the first down, 41 seconds.
That'll shake your confidence what happened there. That was a tremendous job by the Patriots. The 2 throws by Tom Brady and the excellent catches.
There's another connection down the middle to Keller.
Boy, how about that throw?
That had some heat behind it on a line for 21.
You could hear it hit Keller's pads.
And another timeout called by the Jets. 35 seconds to go first half. McFalk, who was 3 for 3 last week. Dives to the 38. Now they have 1 timeout left. That was good for 8. Costing him valuable time, though. Patriots happy to give him that.
Well, you can never, there's a mistake. You can't have receivers crossing the field. See it so much. Stay in the same formation.
And that's Edwards. He's able to reel it in for himself. This time it was quite an acrobatic catch again.
Yes, it was. The football got away from Mark Sanchez just a little, but confusion. What a job of picking up the blitz. I guess the one-handed catch today is in vogue.
That's the thing to do. Plus now they're in field goal range at the 31.
Yeah, now it all changes. Be very careful if you're Mark Sanchez. You got one timeout left. At least give your team a chance for field goal.
Well, the Patriots are going to take one here. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Rivas is going in early.
Well, you know, as you watch this Jet offense, you see it today, and we talked about it already. They were just a little too careful last week, worried about Baltimore's defense. But Darrelle Rivas, we see him walking off. Let's just look at, again, stretching out those last few steps.
Immediately grabs his
there
leg.
It is. And it's down low, just where we saw
where the pad was.
Patch. Yes.
The patch. You know, last week in all the games, 21% of all the opening week points were scored in the last 2 minutes of the first half. Already had a touchdown here inside the last 2 minutes. The Jets looking to put points on the board with 10 seconds. Ball at the 31 of New England.
New England's going to give up a short pass and concede a field goal try.
And that takes 5 seconds for that play in the direction of Edwards. And that'll bring on Nick Folk. Signed as a free agent back in February. He hit from 23, 28, and 48 against the Ravens. This is likely to be about 49.
This could give the Jets a big lift after giving up that touchdown. You'll really feel good about your team.
Weatherford on the hold. Tanner Purdom, the new long snapper for New York, replacing James Dirk. 49 it is. Nick Falk with the kick. And it's good. To close out the half. 10 points scored in the last 2 minutes. Nick Falk with a beauty. That's the end of the first half with the score. New England 14, the New York Jets 10. We'll be back with the Sprint halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. And you're watching the NFL on CBS.